Alexa, play ambient space music.
The station, Ambient, on Amazon Music.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning edition of Encounters. Enlighten, good to see you, Enlighten Jess. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Jay. Good morning, Val. Good morning, everybody. I am CmdrAleon, the real deal, with the Ashtar Galactic Command, or Ashtar Command. I don't channel anything. I don't have any pendulums or crystal balls or cards throwing up in the air. I am just me. Don't need to be anybody else but me. Hey, Chesno, good to see you. Good to see you, brother. So I was able to get on this morning early. Every once in a while, I try to do a morning thing if I can. And we'll be on here till about 10:15, I think. We had a great show last night, a big show last night. That show is being downloaded right now. It'll be on my YouTube channel, Astro Command Spaceship News, at some point between now and tonight. So if you missed last night's show, you'll be able to watch it. We had some great guests on the show last night, and a beautiful, beautiful woman, Ariel, who I helped connect her with her star family last night. That was just a beautiful thing. Sharon, good to see you, and everybody coming in here. We have a little bit of ambient space music in the background. At night, the only reason why I don't play any kind of music in the background is because people are sleeping. But in the hey, Peyton, good to see you. But in the morning, I actually I do like to have that music on a high frequency. Brad, welcome. Diane Stadler, good to see you, Diane. Monica, Neil, good evening, good morning. Almost said good evening. James, boom, all the new people coming in here. Welcome. Our morning show is not like the biggest audience yet because we don't do it consistently, but nighttime we had anywhere near 400 people usually. That's our big show every night, 11 o'clock. We got on early last night around 10 something, but normally it's 11 Eastern. And if you are here, just understand that we are here to bust the matrix. I don't care if it's new age jumbo, jumbo, or whatever it is, or whatever it might be. We just are going to bust the matrix in every level. We just want you to know the cosmic truth. That's what the show's about. I've been on 21 years on WESUFM.org, NPR Pacific Radio, Middletown, Connecticut, and we've busted matrix on radio for 21 years. We're doing it always here on my show. I read energies, so if it's mumbo jumbo, I can tell you in 2 seconds if there are people just trying to just do ego trips and so forth. Yes, matrix busting time. If you're a troll, you'll be out of here in 2 seconds. If you fool around like a troll, you'll be out of here in 2 seconds. You'll never see us again. But if you're here for the real purposes of learning and want to know the truth about contact, disclosure, people that have had visitations, abductions, inner earth things regarding the beings in inner earth, the space beings living in our oceans, and the cities that exist in our oceans of the space people that have been here actually longer than we have. Longer than current civilization. If you're interested in learning all these things, when we're on here, you'll definitely get information. Robert Ahern, hey Robert, good to meet you, brother. So when are they going to arrive? Do I get them Christmas presents? No need to. When the space people come here, the Ashtar Command is the overseer of all the galactic forces of light throughout the multiverse. So contact, if you hear anyone else telling you it's going to be different, don't believe them. Contact shouldn't be happening in 2026. If someone tells you it's going to be happening tomorrow, don't believe it. If they're channeling information saying, oh, I channeled this, this thing and it's going to happen, stay away from the channels. A lot of the new age channeling stuff is not accurate and it's really higher self. So we don't like to fiddle with that stuff. but we'll give you real information. You're looking at 2026, and in 2025, the year that's coming up, you should see a lot more activity. I mean, this year, a lot of people have sent me videos and they're having activity, they're recording and documenting things. You should see a lot more activity into the new year. Yeah. One of the things, Robert, I would say, and I love the question, is spend time meditating. Do about 20 or 30 minutes of meditation a day. Use like music I'm using, higher dimensional frequencies of sound. And as you meditate, allow yourself to operate in a higher frequency, which you can do. Anyone can do this. It's not you have to pay like $10,000 to get there. It's just simply elevating your consciousness into what I call cosmic Christ consciousness. And when you go into that elevation, you'll be able to be ready for contact when it happens in 2026. Very simple. You know, you don't have to pay someone $10 million to get there. I just share the information for free and want people to, I think everyone needs to know what's happening and get ready. So that's what we're here to do. Thank you for the question as well. You know what? Sam, I heard that. So let's talk about this for a minute. There was an old guy on a video on TikTok and a younger person, and everyone's talking about this announcement by NASA without a date, without a time. It's just saying NASA's making an announcement. Announcement about what? I checked NASA's announcements on their media page. I checked all their announcements, and whatever this announcement is, I have no idea, but there's no date to it. So unless there's a date and a time and a recording of the actual announcement, as far as I'm concerned, it's bogus news. I studied news and journalism in college in the 1970s at a station up in Vermont. And unless you give me an exact date and time and a recording of the person making the statement from NASA, which I wouldn't believe anyway, it's meaningless. So people that create these videos saying there's going to be an announcement, don't create videos telling people on TikTok, NASA's going to be making an announcement, an important announcement about what? What are they making an announcement about? So I've seen the videos on here. Again, the good thing about me is, because of my background in news media, I say, show me the date, the time, and the video. You don't have any of that. There's no announcement tonight. What tonight? Tonight 2025, tonight 2030, tonight 2040. What date tonight is this announcement? I heard it. I was looking at the videos over the weekend. It says tonight there's going to be an announcement. You don't have a date. You don't have a time. It doesn't exist, as far as I'm concerned. Sam, thank you for that question. I don't believe there's any announcement. I think these people are living in La La Land somewhere. Sorry to burst their bubbles, the people that record those videos, but you didn't give anybody information. Hey, Lynn. Hello, pathetic Earthlings. Lynn, are you kidding when you say hello, pathetic Earthlings? You got to be kidding. Are you just being sarcastic and joking, Lynn? Are you really doing that? Yeah. So, Robert, there's a lot of YouTube videos. So the best thing you can do is join us. I'm glad you found my show. I'm on at 11 o'clock normally at night with my big show, and my Encounters big show at night. On Saturday nights, I encourage people to join us for Ashtar Command Q&A. We talk about contact. We talk about during the week on my show here on Encounters, during the week, because people ask questions. So we will definitely answer your questions. But I will tell you that even people that are former experts and people formerly in the various levels of the Air Force and other levels of the military, they all know that there's contact coming soon. They've even, in many ways, stated it. But it doesn't matter what they think, because I already know that there's going to be contact in 2026. So one thing I do know, the only reason why these former people are saying things that were in the military, because they have to say something, because they're going to be behind the 8 ball when contact happens in 2026. They're going to be sitting there twiddling their thumbs when all of us knew there was going to be contact before they even said anything. Oh yeah. The commander's amped up this morning. I got my cider. Earthlings are a joke? Okay. Earthlings are a joke. Are they, Lynn? Lynn, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to let you go. When you have to start saying Earthlings are a joke, you must go. Bye-bye. Okay, Lynn is now gone. We don't allow negative comments like that in broadcast here, never. She came in the wrong room. Hey, Miss L, good to see you. Good morning. You're welcome, Sam. NASA's scared. Elon is about to expose the structures on the moon soon. So I also want people to know, don't trust Elon Musk. Don't trust Elon Musk. Please don't. I've never trusted him. My connections to my star people within the Ashtar Command. I am a star seed for new people here. I originally came from Mars here to Earth. Mars is a planet of 10 to 15 million inhabitants. Do not trust Elon Musk. And I'm saying that in a cosmic way. I'm not saying that in any other way other than do not trust him. Whatever he says, do not listen to him. The book cover and what's in the book is two separate things. Do not trust him. Hey, sweet peas. Well, enjoy the day. We'll see you hopefully tonight. Jason Mahan. Come on, 3 days from election. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. I mean, NASA has lied about a lot of things. People that want to know the truth from NASA are never going to get it because it's so mixed up in there. I'm sure there are people in NASA that don't like the cover-up that's been going on in their own agency, because there's a cover-up. You know that, right, folks? That there is a cover-up with NASA for years, over 70 years of cover-up. Just like with the Pentagon, over 70 years of cover-up. We know this. Oh, you're welcome. My schedule, Marcel, is I'm on usually at 11 p.m. nightly. I try to do some morning things. I'm not scheduled for my show in the morning, but I'm trying to do some morning shows, at least an hour. So these are not as long as my shows at night. Mo says, I've seen this UFO when I was 6 years old back in Brazil. Interesting, Mo. Art Bell, I actually was, Robert, on Art Bell's show when he was still in the desert in his, I think he was in a camper for a while. And I got on the show at I couldn't believe I heard this show after 1 a.m. called Coast to Coast. And I decided to call in and talk about the Ashtar Command. Hey, Bridgie, good to see you. Good morning. Oh, yeah, those interviews, yeah. Art Bell, hey, Skip to Grace. Good morning, sister. Hope you're doing well this morning. I've got my apple cider, and I am just wishing it was still the weekend, but hey, it's a work week. We all have to deal with that, but it's sunny out here in New England, so it's good to see you all. Grace, I hope you're doing good today. Don't work too hard. Just keep doing the great paintings that you do. Yo Daddy, that's a good name. No? What's Yo Daddy saying? No. I've seen it with my own eyes. Mo, very beautiful, Mo. Let's see here. Mo, if, I'd love to hear your story. You only have 8 followers and you're set on private. So, Silverback, good to see you. Jerry Bronkhorst, Area 51. I'm Area 52. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Loretta? Yeah, Dulce, New Mexico. Don't ever go there. There's a lot of negative energy there. Grand Rising, good morning. Are you ET? Ah, I love that question. So I will answer that question, yes. So when I say I am ET, I will actually say that I am a space being. I came out of the closet about 21 years ago on my NPR Pacifica radio station, WESUFM.org in Connecticut. Yes, I am a space being. I don't channel anything. I don't play that game. And I come from the Ashtar Command level, which is cosmic Christed beings of light. I'm human as well. So I definitely am having the human experience. I played soccer in high school. I did all the things that kids do. So I do have a regular, excuse me, I do have a regular life, but I also am a starseed, meaning I come from the stars. As many people that I've talked to who tell me they're starseeds, that means they just came here to Earth, had a human family, had a human experience. And yes, I am what I would say a space being. I have Christed cosmic consciousness. And so, yeah, I love that question. Self-made. And I also have been granted abilities by my father recently, able to remove implants remotely on my show. Those have been documented time and time again. Everything I do is recorded and documented. I'm also able to do other things. I always use the palm of my hands when I'm doing this. So that's where the energy comes from. I'm still learning about this gift that I've been given. And I not only have done that, I've helped a woman last night connect with her space mother on my show. And that was different. I did that last night. You can see that show. It's not on my YouTube channel yet. All my shows are recorded and documented, and they're on my YouTube channel, Ashtar Command Spaceship News on YouTube. You can watch many of our shows that I've done on that YouTube technology thing. Let me see here. Ginger, Cameron, good to see you. Jerry, go knock on the door at Dulce Bay. So I think you want to stay away from there. Oh, a show linked the photos of the dark side of the moon. I think I've seen that, Robert. Hey, legit mate. Good to see you. Very well said. Yeah, there are structures on the moon that were leaked, yes. What is this saying? Ryan Tomlinson, no? No to what? What is the no? I don't know what the no means. If you keep saying no, okay, this no person is going out of here. I don't know who they are, but I am blocking them. That's called spamming the broadcast. They're called missing frames. I think it's Koenig. So when I was a kid living in Long Island, for a short period I lived in Long Island back in the 60s. I went upstairs to my brother's room. We had a 2-level house, whatever you call those things. We actually had a den below, kitchen, second level, and then we had a third level, which was where the bedrooms were. So after dinner, I just felt this urge to go upstairs in my house. My brother was downstairs with my mom and my dad. I went upstairs into my brother's room, of all places, who had the bigger room, and then I just went right to the window, opened up the wooden blinds or whatever. Nighttime, there was a spaceship, a flying saucer type craft, hovering a couple of feet above the cul-de-sac. And there was 4 houses in the cul-de-sac. Our house was in the center house in the cul-de-sac. And I'm looking there, and I see men and women in light blue spacesuits looking at me that are human. They're not monsters. They're not like evil-looking aliens or whatever you want to call it. That doesn't exist. I mean, there's no such thing as aliens. But I was looking at them, and I never ever, as a kid, had an experience seeing space people in a spaceship looking at me. I remember every detail of the ship. I remember what the inside of the ship looked like. I remember how beautiful they were. They were telepathically communicating with me as a kid. And I went downstairs. I was so excited. I thought, I'm going to get my brother and my mom and dad to come upstairs. I want to show them the spaceship. I'm going to bring them upstairs. I'm going to show them the spaceship. And they said they're going to come up. And I'm like waiting for them to come up for a few minutes. And they don't come up. It's like they're not coming up. They're not coming upstairs to see the spaceship. You know, I got really upset. I was like right between in the upper bedroom hallway. It was carpeted, and I was knocking on the carpet because I was upset that they weren't coming up. So then I said, okay, I'm going back in to see the ship. The ship was still there, and the last thing they said to me, they were still there. It says, you're not from this world. They said to me that I was not from the planet Earth, that I was from where they were. I came from where they came from. And I never forgot that ever in my life since the time I was a kid in the 60s. That always stuck in my head. The picture of the ship, the inside of the ship, everything about the ship I knew. Never forgot it. Years later, as I became more open and had many sightings, of course, between the 60s and even now, I became activated. I remembered who I was. I remembered why I was here. I became fully activated. And that's the early part of my story, how it started. Hey, good morning, Starseed. GJ Queen, thank you for the share. Hey, Cosmic. I have friends that are connected with the Anunnaki. My friend Half Pint, Ray, and Mary, they're up in the Appalachian Mountains. My friend Mary, I just saw her post. She just went through a rift in the Anunnaki spaceship. The Anunnaki, whatever you've heard about the Anunnaki, I'm going to set you straight. The Anunnaki are taller. They're about 7 to 9 feet tall, maybe taller. And they are human. They are very loving space people from other planets. But they are part of the Ashtar Galactic Command, the Anunnaki. So yeah. I have friends that have been with the Anunnaki and physically seen them, not in ancient, there's a lot of documentaries about them, but I have friends that have gone on their ships. They're very beautiful, loving people. Yeah, I miss Art Bell too. He was a beautiful soul. NASA doesn't lie. See, I took that person off that says NASA doesn't lie. Julie, hello, good to see you. Hey, Bridgie, you're in New England. I'm in Old England. Old England, that's good. Well, at least we're in England, one way or the other. So you never saw black extraterrestrials? No, I know they exist. I've heard stories about them. Understand, they're space people from all different planetary systems, and it's a rainbow of many different colors. Blue, black, many different colors. So, yeah. I've never seen them, but they do exist in different planetary systems. Hey, Loretta. Do all of us come from other places, starseed families? So my spirit, AJ, so yes. It's just that people don't remember that they come from other places. We are so grounded into this earth-based reality that this is all we know. Hey, Taz, good to see you, brother. But we do all come from other places. Absolutely, without a question. Koenig, you're welcome. I'm just seeing here. Hopefully, Commander, the other day you did an activation for Collective. I had remembrance experience the same day. Beautiful, hopefully. Tanya, love and light to you. Okay, let's see here. I'm just catching up with... I'm going to go back to the most current comments here. I'm trying to catch up with comments. Let's see, I'm going to go backwards. I remember having blue skin and white hair too. Do you believe in God? Okay, is it Cassie? Hey, Cassie, good morning. Yes. This is the thing I find about Earth people when they ask me that question, do you believe in God? All the star people, thank you for the gift. All the star people from other planetary worlds of peace believe in God. They do. The Creator. Because the Creator, God, created all the multiverse, created all the solar systems, all the galaxies, all the planets, right? Yeah. So yeah, they do. I love that question about when people ask me about, do I believe in God? You know, why wouldn't I believe in God? Why wouldn't the star people who are here to help us not believe in God? They do, you know. But my belief in God has nothing to do with 3D religion. See, 3D religion, the 3D religion on this planet, whatever it is all distorted about God and all fear-based. God is not any one religion. God is universal. God exists everywhere. The problem with earth-based religions is they don't understand that. They basically have messed it up, so to speak, on this planet. So yeah, we do believe in God, and so do the space people. Let me see here. Where am I? Zion Rook? No. The answer is no. And this person, Toyota, says, NASA's the best and never lies. If you believe that, I'll sell you the Brooklyn Bridge for about $5.10. Hey, Daniel Starr. I would love to meet the Anunnaki. Someday people will. When official contact happens, you'll be able to meet many, 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 many space people from other planets. I'm just going backwards on my comments here. Hey, Debrana, good morning. Can you tell me about Antarctica? So I will tell you, Antarctica is complicated. You know, because there is actually cruises that go to Antarctica, but I'm sure they go to parts of Antarctica that are publicly allowed to be traveled through. In Antarctica, there are also different countries with scientists that have bases set up and buildings set up there. And so it's very complicated. Antarctica also is a place where there are advanced civilizations in zones that are blocked off. So you got a lot of stuff going on, and there's no like ice wall or anything in Antarctica. That's a bunch of garbage. But there are entrances into the inner earth in different parts of Antarctica, and there are civilizations and cities that exist within Antarctica that are being monitored by world governments. I'm absolutely certain of that. So yeah, great question. I think it's Scarp. And let's see here. And one thing I will say is no one's getting on live with me unless I know what you're going to talk about. And if you go south with your comments, you'll be blocked and knocked out of here. As host of the show and being on radio for 21 years, I'm a pretty good broadcaster. So we love guests. If you're a troll, we'll knock you right out of here. We don't play games on the show here. We love everybody. But if you start going south, you will never see the light of day again on the show. So if you're a contactee, if you've been having positive experiences with space people, I'd love to hear your story. If you've been abducted and had a terrible experience, you know, we hear those stories too. If you have top secret information and you want to finally come forward with it, you can do it on this show. We've had people before from people in NASA and people and other people that have TikTok technology, and they come on our show. So we're really open to, you know, hearing your stories as long as they're true, not made up lies and all that garbage. You know, you can come on here and share your story. And we've had some beautiful stories since 2003, and we just look forward to your stories. But I need to know why you want to come up. So if you're wanting to be in the guest box, you need to give us some information about yourself. And if you're lying, I'll take you out of here in 2 seconds. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you very much. No, God did not make a flat earth. There is no flat earth, and we're not going to argue about it. And if that's where you're going, you'll be out of here in 2 seconds. So you better decide where you're going to go with this brother or sister. All the planets are circular. We're not going to even get into it. Only Way. Hey, Only Way. You seem like a good soul there. Oh, Marshup. Good to have you with us. Oh, here we go. Block the opposition. No, block people that are ignorantly going to try starting this whole discussion. You can go on to some other sites where people are fighting each other over the earth being round or not round or square. Not here. Am I looking for an echo chamber? No, I'm looking for people that really want to know the truth. Bye-bye, El Petro del Tasti. So that person's out of here. I love it. I'm having a little bit of fun this morning. I just blocked 2 people as host of the show. See, I can do that. You see, there's one thing that it is that I am the host, so I get to make my own decisions. That's the good thing. And normally I don't block anybody unless I really feel the energy's going south. Okay. Y'all just believe anything. Hey, Divine Assassin. Hey, Lainey Lynn. Good to see you. I'm looking at the comments. I'm going to see if I have to block any more people here. Do I have to block? Hey, to my regular audience, do you see any people I need to block right now? I can tell lots of stories. I can get into a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I'm patient. But because I am with my knowledge, I've been involved in this subject for a lot of years. The one thing I won't deal with is people that want to divert things to go south. Hey, good to see you, Mercury Man. See, because I'm one of those kind of TikTok hosts, because I do host a real show here, I don't have time for garbage. You know what I mean? Okay, so now we get back in. It seems to be all right now. I think we got rid of the trolls and all that stuff, so we're good. You're watching Encounters, the morning show. Glad to have everybody with us. So now you see how I deal with things. Hi, sweetie. Okay. So, yeah. So as I was getting back into things before we were slightly diverted here. Let's see, who do we have on the thing here? Now, JC. I don't know who JC is either. So I'm going to have to, like I said, if you want to be a guest on the show, you need to tell us a little bit about your story. And Helen has a lot of questions. I think I'm going to bring Helen on. Helen's going to be our first guest. Hey, Marie, good to see you. Helen, you can just come on up. You have to be over 18. No smoking on the show. No vaping. No drugs. No drinking. No paranormal discussion. No kids. No politics. No religion. No trolls. If you're a troll, you'll be out of here in 2 seconds. Hey, Half Pint, we're going to have to bring you up. Half Pint is one of our friends in the Appalachian Mountains. Leona Tree. I'm going to see if Leona Tree, you need to have, she's a friend, she needs to have 50 followers. So let's see, Leona Tree. I'm going to pin her up here. Everybody follow Leona Tree. Leona Tree needs 50 followers. She has 17. Then we need to get up to 50. That's the minimum for TikTok, and then we can get on here. Hey, Rachel, Grand Rising to you. He-Man, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Space Pants, that's a good name. Hey, Daniel Starr, have a good morning. Good to see you, brother. Hey, One Toyota. Good to have everybody here. Everyone follow user 869. Christy, good to see you, Christy. Helen, let's see. Helen, you can come up and ask me the question, Helen. Just press the accept button. I'll bring you up. Hey, Kev Don. Yep, straight apple cider. None of the apple cider vinegar. That would do me out. But a good morning to everybody. Good morning all over the world. Grateful 90, welcome. I'm CmdrAleon, host of the nighttime popular show called Encounters. I'm doing a little bit of morning stuff here today on a Monday morning. So good morning, planet Earth. Good to have you with us. Mrs. 612. No, diecast, we're not genetic clones of anything. We're not clones at all. The Anunnaki are purely spiritual human beings from other planetary systems. They're taller than we are. They have families. But on Earth, the media has made the Anunnakis out to be these super duper gods, and they're just very spiritual, advanced civilizations of people from other planetary systems. But no, we're not clones of anybody. It won't accept. That's kind of weird. Hey, Southern Island, good to see you, Karen. I'm going to bring up Ms. 612. Maybe. Oh. So here's the deal, folks. I want to straighten this thing. So if you're living on Earth and you're involved in the 3D world and you think that, and again, no politics here. When there's contact, you're going to have to give up all your political beliefs on this planet. Why? Because on the other planets, they don't have political parties. They don't have people fighting each other over who's going to be in Congress or the Senate. I'll just simply say this. If you're so engrossed in 3D world politics, that's going to shift. When we have contact, the space people don't care what you are or, in that realm. They come in love, they come in light, they come here to elevate us into a whole different understanding of the universe. And you're going to have to let go of your religion. You're going to have to let go of all these things in order to understand things. And I understand. Hey, look, we live on a planet where everything's been polarized on our planet. It's time for people to let go of those things. I know for some people it's going to be tough, It's going to be tough. But you got to let go. Because when contact happens, it doesn't matter what your political beliefs are, what your religious understandings are. That does not matter to the space people. What matters to them is, are you willing to let go of all the things that you've caused problems on this Earth, on your planet, which is Earth? Are you willing to let go of all those things? Excuse me. And once you let go of those things, you'll be far better off. The most important thing a person can do now is let go of their politics and their religion, get down to uplifting your spiritual cosmic self through meditation. That's what people need to do. This planet has been run by people who have been completely lying to you about the existence of people in the universe from other planetary systems. It's been going on for over 70 years. All right? I'm really firm about this. I really do believe in my teachings, when I teach people stuff on my radio show and here, I want to bust the matrix. So to bust the matrix, I know it's going to be hard for some people. You got to let go of all the things 3D that you believe in. If you don't, you're going to be stuck. Excuse me. And Diecast, thank you for the question, by the way. Can you? Daniel, who is still on Earth? Let me see here. Oh, it says private account. Okay, Helen, what don't you understand? Tori says I had a visitor. Yeah. I'm going to go back to that person's number. Oh, she said on private. User something. Let me see if I can find her again here. If she's still here. Oh, here she is. I'm able to friend her. I don't see her on private. User 869. Make sure you're not on private. Okay. User 869. It looks like I've been able to friend her. Check your setting, user 869. If it's on private, set it to public. People want to follow you, and they're not able to do it. Take care, Daniel Starr. Yeah, I'm seeing if she'll change her setting. Check your setting, 869. People are trying to follow you, and I think you might have to go back out and come back in the show. Alexa, play space music.
Sorry, I'm having trouble accessing your space music field right now.
Alexa, play Enigma.
Shuffling songs by Enigma on Amazon Music.
Okay. Tina, thank you for the follow. This is Encounters the Morning Show. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, we love Enigma. And good morning, Planet Earth. Good morning, world. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Thank you, gallery, for the follows. Happy days. That's a good one. Happy days gift. You're watching Encounters, normally on at night. Our big show's at night. And we welcome people here. I'd like to do at least a couple interviews before the morning's over. We'll only be on here till about 10:15 this morning. We're on about 2.5 hours at night at 11 o'clock Eastern. So it's good to have you all here. And my question is, and I usually do this at night too, is there anyone here who's had contact? Well, I know if Half Pint's here, I'm going to try to bring them up here. Wait a minute. I'm inviting Half Pint because she's just been taken on a spaceship the other night. So I'm going to bring Mary up here. Mary, you still here, Half Pint? Well, if you hadn't been on earlier, as I now have seen your show from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, Melbourne, Australia. It's Felicia. Good, Felicia. Half Pint, how you doing, Mary?
Pretty good. How are you guys doing?
I saw your post on TikTok that you were just taken through a rift. When did that happen?
Just 2 days ago.
Really?
Yeah, me and
So,
Ray were both taken through it.
So I want to explain something for our viewers here. Ray and Mary are friends of mine in the Appalachian Mountains of Pennsylvania. They've been in contact with the Anunnaki, which people have asked me about. For how long now have you been actually having interactions with them?
2 years now.
You want to come on camera? Are you able to come on camera?
Sure.
Okay. So Ray and Mary, Ray initially was the first one they've had the encounters of the Anunnaki. Ray has been, and then here's Mary. Good morning, and have been taken on the Anunnaki spaceships. They have a base up there now, up in the Appalachian Mountains, where they are. They're in a remote area in the country. And let me turn this down. And so now, for the first time, and I knew this was going to happen eventually. There's no way it wasn't. So tell us about what happened. This is your first time going through a rift onto an Anunnaki spaceship, correct?
Yes.
Tell everybody around the world the story.
So, so this, I don't know what happens to us, but it feels like our stomachs are getting pulled upward, okay, when we're standing in these things. And then we're only gone for like a second and we're back.
You're, so when you're gone in Earth time, it feels like it's only a second. But when you're off the planet, tell us when you got through onto the spaceship, what it was like in the spaceship. Can you tell us that?
That I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember it, but I'll get there.
You'll get there. And I don't think it's that the Anunnaki don't want you to remember. It's just that you can't remember.
Yeah.
Did,
Like something
does
in my brain.
Yeah. So does Ray remember when he went on the ship with you? Does he remember anything, or is he also having the same problem?
So this time he's having the same problem. The last time they took him to the moon so he could see the Earth. So he remembered all that.
Yeah, he remembered all that. So I think you're going to have to adjust your frequency and your consciousness. I don't know how you're going to do that, but maybe you have to just say to your brain, I want to remember, and the next time I go on the ship of the Anunnaki, I want to remember what the inside of the ship looked like, where I was going, the people I've met. You can do that. You just have to, because this is a new experience, you have to teach your brain to just unblock the memory so you can see everything.
Right. And then this morning, Ray's looking out the window and he got a picture of the guards that we have here.
Oh, really?
The Anunnaki guards.
And what did they look like?
They stand like about 14 feet tall. You can see them. They're standing right next to a tree. And they're like 14 feet tall.
So the Anunnaki human beings are 14. Yeah, you've seen them. They're 14 feet tall.
Yeah.
Interesting. I knew they were tall, but I didn't know how tall they were. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can see them in my picture. You can see them standing next to the tree. They're like way up on that tree.
Wow. Interesting. Interesting. And we know about all the different space people from the Ashtar Command realm. The Anunnaki are a part of that. It seems like they're the tallest humans of all the space people that are coming to Earth. The Anunnaki, 14 feet tall, is pretty tall. I mean, I'm 5'9" or 6, 5'9" or whatever, and that's tall.
Yeah. I'm only 5'3", so I feel like a shrimp compared to them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So if you were to hug an Anunnaki on their spaceship, it'd be like you look like a little kid, and these tall human beings who are spiritual, the Anunnaki, would be standing there and they're looking down at you. It's like, hi, we see you, Mary.
I'd be hugging the legs.
Well, you're going to sit down with us and enjoy some vegetarian food from outer space.
Yeah.
It's going to be a happening.
I might be able to bring up that picture. You want to see it?
Yeah, I'd like to see the picture. If you have the picture, we'll have her show the picture. She's going to try to show us a picture of the Anunnaki, the 14-foot tall Anunnaki. I'd love to see that. You watch the encounters. We'll be on here to about 10:15, and that'll be something to see. And a good morning, planet Earth. Good morning around the world. Okay, you're gonna have to put your head out of the way so they can see the picture. And can you narrate the picture for us so we know what we're looking at?
Okay, so these were the Anunnaki that were standing by my deck. So this is the wrong picture, but these were the ones that were standing by the deck.
Now, where's the Anunnaki in the picture so people know? Is it on the right side, What are we looking
So
at?
there's one on the right and there's one on the left.
Oh yeah, I can see a human outline, like a head, like a head facing inward, like like bent over, like a head.
Yep.
I see a hand, like an arm, and a body.
But let me find that other picture so I can show
Yeah,
you.
no, I
'Cause
do see it. I had to
better.
look hard, but I do see it.
Okay, hold
See,
on.
that's the thing with me, because I studied broadcasting on radio and TV. I've been in TV media. I've been in TV studios. I know what to look for. I can see things in videos. Let me see here. She's going to try to get another picture. Now, also understand, they're taking pictures of an Anunnaki near a tree, and the camera is only picking up whatever it's picking up. So sometimes you really have to look for detail, and I did start seeing it as I look more. I can see detail. Okay? Be patient.
So I can't find that one picture.
Yeah, Deborah saw it. They were on each side of the tree, and they were
But
definitely
check this
tall
out.
and had human features and a human arm and everything.
So this is
Now,
Ray going through the rift right here.
okay, and this is on your property in the Appalachian Mountains on your property, correct?
Yep. And
So
this is on my
now,
deck.
mhm. Oh, this is on your deck. So the Anunnaki opened the rift on the deck, and he's going on the spaceship.
Yeah, see how the deck is morphing with
Yeah, it
Ray?
is morphing. Yeah. Now you also went through the rift with him, correct?
Yep.
Was it like that for you? How did you feel when you were walking into the spaceship?
Um, there isn't really a feeling. It's almost just like you're there.
Mm, yeah. And
You get
I
a
just,
chill in your tummy though.
yeah, one of the things people have to understand with people that are having these experiences, the camera only can pick up what it picks up, and it's going to be what it's going to be. As much as I love it to be the way some people want it, um, you know, either you'll be able to understand and say, well, I understand what a rift is. Things are happening. Maybe down the road things will be a little more different when contact happens. Well, it will be. But these people like Ray and Mary are going in the Appalachian Mountains on a spaceship. And if you don't know what a rift is, it's the opening into, it's the dematerializing your wall or whatever. If you're outside, it's an opening. And when they walk right through it, as he is walking right in there, in 2 seconds, he's on a spaceship. 2 seconds. Now, from the human brain level, the brain's saying, wait a minute, I don't understand any of this. And it's, hey, look, it's all right that human beings with the human brain don't understand the concept of this. But it's the people that are experiencing this, like Ray and Mary, they're physically being taken on a spaceship. Okay? And the person said, no, he's not. You're going to be out of here in 2 seconds. Bye-bye. All right, I just took someone out. Good thing I run the show here.
You know,
Yeah.
so for people that don't believe, okay, so me and Ray have always had experiences through our whole life, except for the last 2 years, it's been getting very active because we're like on contact right now. So
Yeah.
for the people that don't believe, I didn't believe it either until I started seeing what I'm seeing. And you know what? There is no denying what is happening right now. Like, no denying it. Like, I was trying to deny it. I was trying to say, nope, this ain't happening. But you know what? It's happening. I don't care. It's going to be in your face if you like it or not.
Yep. Very well said. It's going to be in your face, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm here to bust the matrix. I don't care what people think. Either you are willing to learn or you're not. You can just stay in your 3D world mind and say, no, this is not real. This can't be possible. She can't be possibly having this. This cannot be happening to her. It's not happening. No, just, a little bit of humor there. But she, hey, look, these two are actually been contacted. They've been, how long has it been that you've been in contact with the Anunnaki?
About 2 years now.
2 years. they have 2 years of being in contact physically with the Anunnaki. So for the people out there saying, no, they're not being contacted by anybody, you see, I love those people because they have nothing except their comment. They have absolutely nothing. You have documentation. You and Ray have been there. You're having contact. They've been in your home. They've physically shown themselves in your house. They are with you. They love you. I mean, you're connected with them. Why not? It's funny how human beings have different perceptions of reality, but I'm done with it. Like after all these years of being awakened and having experiences and knowing a lot about what's going on, yeah, I want people to learn stuff, but if they're going to be like, oh no, they're not doing anything, they're not having anything, there's no time for that anymore. Either you get it or you don't get it.
Yeah, so I've been having this problem with my daughter. So I'm at the point right now, like, I've had her over here at night to see our ships,
Yeah.
She's still, like, not even going there. And I'm like, well, if you don't believe it, that's okay. You guys will figure it out. So I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, it's your daughter anyway, so your daughter's different. She's part
Yeah.
of your family. She'll get it. Before big contact happens, she'll get it. Hey, look, you get the Anunnaki right there. How many people out here would love to have, if you're in an area where there's not a lot of homes, have contact with the Anunnaki, with the Arcturians, and then know that for 2 years you're being blessed with contact by your space family, and they're here with you now in the Appalachian Mountains. How many people wouldn't want to have that happen? If you tell me you wouldn't want to have that happen, you're lying to yourself.
And this is the other thing. So when we get in our car, we are protected in our car. So they surround our car when we're driving.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we're around anybody with bad intentions, we get this blue orb that comes around us so we don't be affected by it.
Yeah, see? And, this, so that's an unneeded comment. I'm going to mute that person. But yeah, no, it's just what it is. I've always been fascinated by your story when we first met you on my show here a long time ago. I know your story really well, and her story and Ray's story is a fascinating story. How many people have you met, folks, that can actually say they've met the Anunnaki? Yeah, you've watched Discovery Channel, you watch Ancient Aliens, you watch all this stuff. They talk about the Anunnaki, but they talk about them in like statues. They're actually having contact with the Anunnaki, the men and women who are Anunnaki, and they don't want to be looked at as super duper gods. They want to be looked at as spiritual space beings that are here to help the planet. People make the Anunnaki in history books to look like these super gods that were there, to do things in the ancient times of Earth. No, these are human beings that are actually up to 14 feet tall, that have their own families. They come from their own planetary systems. They live differently than we do. They don't live in the material world that we live in. They don't have politics or religion or conflicts or hate or war or greed. Very, very much. And I know that Mary and Ray can tell you that they've communicated with them and they're very beautiful. People need to stop looking at the Anunnaki as super gods. They don't want to be looked upon that way. But there are people.
No, they're just very beautiful people.
Yeah, they are. This is where I bust the matrix, because people that believe that stuff, I will bust your matrix on all the garbage that's on TV about the Anunnaki. Half of it is misinformation. Not true. And even on social media, YouTube, and even here, when people talk about the Anunnaki and think that they're trying to promote them as super duper gods overseeing everything, no, they're not. They're people. They have emotions, feelings. They have families, just like you do. They're beautiful, right?
Yes, very beautiful.
You see? And this is where this show becomes important, because now we're educating people about the Anunnaki, who they truly are. We're not showing you pictures of statues in Egypt or some other country of the ancient Anunnaki and who they might have been. You're talking to people that I'm interviewing that are having contact with the Anunnaki. That's the difference. All right. Not opinions, not viewpoints about them or who they might be or who they should be. You're telling somebody who's actually having contact. A beautiful couple in the Appalachian Mountains. They're all the way up in the mountains. They're not in a big city or anything. And I find it interesting. The space people are locating people like Ray and Mary in places where it's remote, where they can have their bases and they're safe. And their bases are safe up there. There's not much up there, right?
No, not much at all.
Just like when my friend April in Vermont, and Ray and Mary know April very well. My friend April in northern Vermont with the Astro Command, which I'm part of a group of 5 that are going to be going off planet next year at some point. They have a base up near the Canadian border, Vermont-Canadian border, and the Astro Command she's been on the spaceships at least over 100 times easily. And I know Ray and Mary, you know that, and you're having similar experiences as a couple. So I see the synergy between your experiences and my friend April's experiences very much similar. The rift opening up, going on the ship. In her case, when she comes back, she remembers everything. So what you have to work on is your memories. Because you're not off planet for a second. It seems like it, but you might be off planet for a few weeks doing some mission work with the Anunnaki. You might want to ask the Anunnaki to let you remember visually where you are. I think the next time you talk to them, ask them, say, look, when I come back, I don't remember anything. Is there a way you can switch on the light so I can remember? That's all you have to do. Just ask, hey, as a human being, I'm still having little problems with visually remembering everything I did on the ship.
Yeah. Because, Ray remembers a lot, but there's some stuff that he doesn't remember, so.
Mm-hmm. It's just to be the individual human mind. Like, the human mind might be set up differently for you guys, but that doesn't mean you can't remember. I think you could. That would be kind of cool if you did. You'll get there.
Yeah, I just got to set my mind to it.
Mm-hmm. And, when I brought Mary up, because they're having contact with the Anunnaki, and we had questions earlier about the Anunnaki, and so I would follow Mary and Ray, Half Pint, follow her. They do post on here pretty regularly on TikTok. They document everything. They take pictures. So definitely follow them. They're good people to follow. And Dolores Cannon was a beautiful soul. I remember her when she was alive. She was very, very much a beautiful person. Day's saying, so do you know some of the names? I think Day's asking about the Anunnaki. So they told you their names. Do you know any of the names of the space people of the Anunnaki?
Yeah, so they told Ray her name was, we're still trying to get used to it. Sikaya or
Sikaya?
It almost sounds like chakra, but it isn't chakra.
Right. Maybe it's Sikaya.
That sounds more like it, and I can't remember the guy's name.
You will. You might have to meditate on that, or just ask them, because you're already in communications telepathically. Just communicate with them and just write down the name.
Well, Ray can talk to him whenever he wants to. It takes me a minute to get my answers.
Yeah.
But they talk to me.
I think that's I think that's really an important thing to, understand the dynamics of this. When I did my TV show, Intergalactic TV Network, I interviewed some amazing people back in the day. My friend Astro Athena, who's from Venus, and she lives in California. She's probably in her 70s now. But that kind of dynamic. And what you're having now is just a beautiful experience with the Anunnaki folks. And, I always bring them up here because they always have things happening. So regularly I will have them up every couple of nights, maybe even if I see something dramatic happening, I want them to tell us about the Anunnaki because they have a direct contact with the Anunnaki. And there are not a lot of people. There's a lot of people on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook they'll say, "Oh yeah, I've been channeling the Anunnaki." No. I'm done with the channeling stuff from people. The people that think that they're this person when they were not here. I just try to keep it real. and I want people to know what's really happening on the cosmic level, because there's a lot going on. And this is, this is why I say forget the Pentagon and all this other stuff. Listen to the people I have on the show that are having contact. Disclosure is not going to come from the Pentagon or the Ministry of Defense or China or whatever. It's coming from people like Marion Ray, who have the Anunnaki right in their backyard. How beautiful is that? Who's gonna,
Oh
how
yeah,
could you?
we have a ship that sits back there all the time.
Yeah,
There's always a ship in the backyard.
And with Ray and Mary, they're not channeling some space being saying, "My name is Jakra. I am an Anunnaki. Greetings, Earthlings." They don't do that. See, this is why what I do, and I've had the experience of visualization and seeing spaceships pretty much all my life, and having my own contact as a kid with the space people, is that stay away from all most of the channelings out there. Most of those people are into their own zone egotistically. Most channels are egotistical, and now I'm going to get myself probably having channels go say, "Commander, why could you say that?" Because I can. I want to know what's real, and when I know what's real, it's from people having experiences. In all due respect to the channels. I just know that this is where it's at. This is why I do what I do. I bust the matrix of channeling. I bust the matrix of religion, politics, and everything on the 3D world. Throw it out the window. Get ready for contact. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Don't listen to anybody but yourself within you. I guarantee you, if you do that, you'll be less confused than you were. Helen, why are you confused? Helen says, I'm confused. Helen, why are you confused? Let's answer her question. Maybe she has a question for you, Mary. Whatever you're confused about, we'll deconfuse you in 2 seconds once we know what the question is, what your confusion is. Let's see, Helen. Let's see if she has a comment about her confusion. Can you ask her if they created humans? They want to know. Well, my answer is no, but I'm going to definitely put it over to Half Light.
Yeah, no, not create humans. God creates humans.
Right. And part of the New Age internet thing for years has been that the Anunnaki created us, and that I just want to hear from your perspective. The Anunnaki had nothing to do with our creation. God did create all of us. It had nothing to do with cloning or anything.
No, I don't know. I believe everything is created by God. So
yeah,
the Creator. So
here's an interesting question for you. Let me see here. Garden of Rose. I'm gonna bring Garden of Rose up to ask you the question. Garden of Rose, you can come up and ask. I'm gonna have her. I pick people based on my energy frequencies here. So we have Garden of Rose. Oh, Garden of Rose disappeared. What happened here? I'll try it again. It could be TikTok. Let me see if I can bring it up again. TikTok's been having some funky things happening here. So let's see if she comes up. Garden of Rose. If you want to come up and ask Mary a question, you can come up. Where is she? She came up.
she disappeared.
She disappeared. Very good day. Yeah, definitely steer clear of the channeling people. Hey, no, she's still here. Garden of Rose. I pressed the button. You came up, press the accept button. We'll have you up here. You can ask that question. Don't be afraid. We're not going to bite. Well, she went up live. Okay, let her speak for herself. Garden of Rose, are you shy? Do you want to just not come up? That's up to you. I'd like to hear from her. Let's see what she says. Hey, Alien Space News. Good to see you. See, I'm very proactive. I just randomly select people. I know I do that off guard. I just press and say, all right, I'm going to press this person here. So I'm very spontaneous, so I might throw people off a little bit, but that's the way I do it. I can only listen. I am working. Oh, you're working. Okay, that makes sense. So let me go back to her question. Her question is, let's see. can you ask her if they have a romantic relationship with humans? Do Anunnaki potentially have they had any relationships with humans romantically? You know?
Yes, they have.
And when you say yes, they have, that's interesting. Can you tell us how you know this to be true?
Well, so for one, I was listening to you about your friend.
Hmm.
What's her name?
Which one? I have so many friends, I don't know which one it
The one
is.
that has the relationship with Ashtar.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I remember. She's, I think, in California or something, out west, maybe.
Yeah, so I figure if somebody can have a relationship with somebody from Ashtar, why can't they with
Right.
people from the Anunnaki?
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that. I think that if an Anunnaki person met a human woman, or an Anunnaki man met a human whatever, and they were got to know each other, and they felt like, really connected, why not? And then an Anunnaki and a human person that is spiritually awakened, and all that, I can see it. I can see when contact happens, where those kind of relationships might become normal between an Earth
Yeah,
human and an Anunnaki, or a Turian, or what have you. I think that would be a normal thing. I mean, we have it now. Like, you take Earth humans, a person that is Chinese marrying a person that's from, like, America, or a person that is from Sweden marrying somebody who's from Russia. So if you look at it from an Earth-based perspective, yes, why not? Why couldn't people interconnect with each other, um, and whatever that is, have a relationship and have children that are both human and Anunnaki, or Earth human and Turian? Why not? Good
I think
question.
it could happen.
I think also that it can happen. We're getting at 15 minutes after. I wish I can stay home today. I don't want to go out and do work, but I know in the 3D world I have to do what I do. But I'll be on tonight at 11 p.m. for a 2-hour show of encounters, folks. If you like my show, follow me. Now you're getting an idea of the kind of personality I am. I am here to bust the matrix. I don't let trolls in here. People that go negative, they throw them out. I don't have time for that. There's too much going on here. I try to keep it real. I hope you enjoyed the show. Mary, tell Ray I said hello, and we'll have you on tonight. I want you to come on tonight for our nighttime audience to talk about the experience. And I want you also to work on talking to the Anunnaki telepathically, that you're having trouble having visual memory of being on the ship. Can they help you with that? They can. They'll probably have to work on your consciousness a little bit, on your brain, but they can tweak
Yeah,
some adjustments. So we had a
yeah.
siren coming by here. I'll let that siren go by. I know I have a train track nearby me, and then the siren. Um, okay, goodbye there, siren. Go away. Excuse me. So, so yeah, definitely tune in tonight at 11. Hey, Alien Space News, have a great day. Good to see you, brother, and everybody else out there. And so, yeah, ask them about that. Ask them about that, and so that when you guys go on the ship, that you yourself can have a clearer memory of being on the ship, because I'm sure the ship is beautiful. You just can't remember stuff, and I'm sure they can adjust that consciousness so you can remember. Let me know what
Okay,
happens. I want you to do that
okay,
today with the Anunnaki. So tonight, when you come up, you can give me an answer what they said.
okay.
All right,
I can do
sounds
that.
good. All right, see, there you go. Everybody, Jody K, everybody out there, I love you all. Everybody have a good day. It's been interesting. We'll see you tonight at 11 for our show that's out of this world, Encounters, the #1 spiritual space UFO show on social media. All right, I'm so amped up. When I go to my office, I'm going to have to cool it down a little bit here, and act like a regular human being. I'll
All
catch y'all later.
right.
Take care. Yes, EST
Bye,
Red Rose,
Commander.
East Coast USA, Planet Earth, 11 p.m. Yep. All right, everybody. Take care.